What are methane seeps? Methane seeps are areas on the ocean floor where methane gas is released into the water column. Methane is a potent greenhouse gas, with a global warming potential that is 28 times higher than carbon dioxide over a 100-year time horizon. As such, methane seeps can have a significant impact on the Earth's climate. Methane seeps are typically found in areas where the seafloor is covered in sediment that is rich in organic matter. This organic matter can come from a variety of sources, including dead plants and animals, as well as other organic material that is sunk to the ocean floor. As the organic matter decomposes, it produces methane gas. This gas can build up in the sediment and eventually find its way to the surface, where it is released into the water column. How do methane seeps form? Methane seeps can form in a variety of ways, but they all involve the production of methane gas by the decomposition of organic matter. One common way that methane seeps form is through the process of microbial methane generation. This process involves the activity of microbes that break down organic matter and produce methane gas as a byproduct. Another way that methane seeps can form is through the process of thermogenic methane generation. This process involves the heating of organic matter deep within the Earth's crust, which produces methane gas that can migrate to the surface. Once methane gas is produced, it can migrate through the sediment and eventually find its way to the surface, where it is released into the water column. Methane seeps can have a significant impact on the environment, both locally and globally. Locally, methane seeps can create unique ecosystems that are home to a variety of species. These ecosystems are often referred to as cold seeps, and they are characterized by the presence of chemosynthetic organisms that are able to use the methane gas as a source of energy. Globally, methane seeps can have a significant impact on the Earth's climate. As mentioned earlier, methane is a potent greenhouse gas, and its release into the atmosphere can contribute to global warming. In addition to its impact on the climate, methane seeps can also have an impact on the ocean's chemistry. As methane gas is released into the water column, it can react with other chemicals to form carbon dioxide, which can contribute to ocean acidification. What are new species? A new species is a taxonomic rank used to describe a newly discovered organism that is distinct from any other known species. Taxonomy is the science of classifying living organisms based on their physical and genetic characteristics. To be recognized as a new species, an organism must meet specific criteria, including having unique physical or genetic characteristics that differentiate it from other known species. New species can be discovered in a variety of ways. In some cases, they are found during fieldwork, where scientists explore new or remote areas to observe and collect organisms. Other times, new species are identified through laboratory research, where scientists use genetic analysis to study the DNA of known organisms, looking for unique genetic markers. In recent years, advances in technology have made it easier to identify new species. For example, DNA barcoding is a technique used to identify and classify species based on their DNA sequences. This method has become increasingly popular, as it allows scientists to quickly and accurately identify new species, even if they are small or difficult to observe. The discovery of new species is essential for several reasons. First, it helps us to better understand the diversity of life on Earth. Every new species discovered provides valuable information about the unique characteristics and adaptations of living organisms. This information can help us to better understand how living organisms have evolved over time and how they interact with each other in their environment. Second, the discovery of new species can have important implications for conservation efforts. As scientists identify new species, they can better understand the distribution and abundance of various organisms. This information can be used to develop effective conservation strategies to protect threatened and endangered species. Finally, the discovery of new species can have practical applications in fields such as medicine, agriculture, and biotechnology. For example, new species may provide important sources of novel drugs, or they may be used in the development of new crop varieties that are more resistant to disease or environmental stress. Woolly mammoth remains are the fossilized remains of woolly mammoths, which include bones, tusks, teeth, and other skeletal parts. These remains can provide valuable information about the physical characteristics and behavior of these ancient animals. Woolly mammoth remains can be discovered in a variety of ways. In some cases, they are found by accident, such as when construction crews uncover bones while excavating a new building site. Other times, they are discovered during planned excavations, such as archaeological digs or scientific expeditions. One of the most common ways that woolly mammoth remains are discovered is through the melting of permafrost in the Arctic regions where these animals once lived. As the permafrost melts, it can reveal the remains of woolly mammoths that have been frozen for thousands of years. The discovery of woolly mammoth remains is significant for several reasons. First, it provides valuable information about the physical characteristics and behavior of these ancient animals. For example, the discovery of tusks and teeth can help scientists understand what woolly mammoths ate and how they used their tusks for defense or mating. Second, the discovery of woolly mammoth remains can provide insights into the environment and climate of the last ice age. By studying the sediments and other materials surrounding the remains, scientists can reconstruct the climate and habitat in which these animals lived. Finally, the discovery of woolly mammoth remains has important implications for modern science and technology. For example, woolly mammoth DNA has been extracted from well-preserved specimens, and scientists are using this DNA to study the genetics and evolution of these ancient animals. In addition, some scientists are exploring the possibility of using woolly mammoth DNA to bring these animals back to life through a process called de-extinction. Oil and gas reserves are deposits of hydrocarbons that are found beneath the Earth's surface. These hydrocarbons are formed over millions of years from the remains of dead plants and animals that are buried under sedimentary rock. Over time, heat and pressure cause these organic materials to break down and form oil and gas deposits. Oil and gas reserves are typically found in underground rock formations, such as sandstone or shale. These formations act as reservoirs that hold the hydrocarbons, which can be extracted through drilling and other techniques. Oil and gas reserves are discovered through a variety of methods, including geological surveys, seismic imaging, and drilling. Geological surveys involve the analysis of rock formations and other geological features to identify areas where oil and gas deposits are likely to be found. Seismic imaging involves the use of sound waves to create images of the subsurface rock formations. By analyzing these images, geologists can identify areas where oil and gas deposits may be located.